job of overseeing protection of the border. His name is Mark Morgan. He led the Border Patrol under President Obama. He does not stay for President Trump. He joins us tonight for his view on that. Mr. Morgan, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker, for having me.
So the idea that walls don't work, that seems like the most real of the arguments we just heard. Do they work?
Yes, they absolutely work. If you look in the past, you don't have to go too far back in history, that a bipartisan legislation that was passed, the Secure Fence Act.
Yes.
In 2006 and 2012, bipartisan legislation passed where they built the wall, or fence, or physical barrier, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's a wall. It works.
So I just want to be completely clear. I have no idea what your politics are. You worked for Obama. You did not work for Trump. So I don't know what that says, but just to be totally clear, we're having you on to talk about this in your capacity as someone who knows a lot about the subject. Is there a real argument against having a wall that you're aware of?
No, I don't. And if you look at the experts, you know, the other day, so both the president of the Border Patrol Council, Brandon Judd, as well as the president, they were actually, I was removed as the chief. And I'm here today to tell you.
You were removed as the chief by whom?
By the current administration. So,
okay. So you were taken out of your job by Donald Trump, but
correct.
You're here to tell us that a wall makes sense anyway.
Correct.
Okay, just to be clear.
That's right. The president is right. The president of Border Patrol Council is right. The other day when they had the national press conference and they got up and they said the wall works, they're right. And it's not based on a personal, political ideology. That's based on historical data and facts that can be proven.
Huh. So why do you think people oppose it?
You know, that I think is a political point that they're trying to make. I personally, in my experience, and I was also, the FBI for 20 years. I was special in charge of the El Paso division right on the border.
Yes.
Tucker, I cannot think of a legitimate argument why anyone would not support the wall as part of a multi-layered border security issue.
Right. So is it frustrating to you as someone who's actually done this for a living and as far as I can tell is not political and obviously has no partisan reason for doing this, is it frustrating how little time we've spent actually debating the question of a wall and instead we're debating Trump this, Trump that, but where's the conversation about the actual border and ways to protect it?
Tucker, again, I think you're right on. We're too wrapped up in the style, the approach, the fact that it's coming from the current president rather than his substantive issues. If you look at the substantive issues, the strategy has never changed. From the gatekeeper strategy from years ago, it's about infrastructure, technology, and personnel. That strategy worked then, and it works now. It was approved with the Secure Fence Act in 2006 and 12. And it works now. I don't understand what's changed.
What do you make of the argument that anyone who thinks the border needs to be secured and there's a crisis, CNN literally put scare quotes around the word crisis today in a Chiron, is a bigot? What do you think of that?
Well, then you can call me that, because I believe in what the president is doing. When he says that this is a national security problem, he's absolutely correct. And that doesn't come just from me. That comes from the professionals that have been doing this their entire adult lives, serving the country on the border, protecting the citizens. They're saying it works. Why aren't we listening to the experts and the people who do it every day? I don't understand that, Tucker.
I don't know why we haven't had you on earlier. That's the most compelling case I've seen for this wall. Mr. Morgan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Well, we just alluded